Good evening and welcome. I'm Todd Fukai, Assistant Superintendent of HR, and on behalf of the entire St. Vrain Valley School District, I'm so excited to have you with us for this first ever virtual retirement ceremony premiere. We know that this is a unique year for all of us, but it must be especially unique to have it be your last year in a district that many of you have given your lives to. As much as we'd love to be in person tonight, we have some exciting things in store for you, and we hope this is just as special as it would be if we were in the same physical location. We have a big night of thank yous tonight. We'll hear from our superintendent, board president, we'll hear from some of you, and we might even hear from a few students. But without further ado, I want to transition it over to our superintendent, who will be sharing his special message with us.
Hi, it's good to see all of you. I know that this is an exciting time for you as you made that decision to enter into the next chapter of your life. I want to really take a moment just to say thank you. Thank you for being part of St. Vrain's family. Thank you for everything that you've done for our children, our students, our families, our community. I've often, if you've ever heard me speak, you've heard me talk about the importance of public education. We are the catalyst for everything that happens in a community and everything that happens in our state and beyond. And you've been part of something really special, being part of public education. And the work that you've done has truly altered the lives of many of our students and many of our families. And so as you get ready to move forward in your life, I want to say thank you, and I want to wish you and your family the very, very best. And I hope that everything that you want in life is what happens for you. Again, all of my gratitude and thanks for the great work that you've done. So take care of yourselves, be well, be happy, and know that in your career you did something special. Take care.
Like Don said, when you think back to your career, you did something that matters. One of our favorite quotes in St. Vrain comes from Mark Twain, who said, "Out of our public schools grows the greatness of a nation." And that's pretty powerful to think that you and the rest of the retirees have devoted hundreds of years of service. Think about it, hundreds of years. Hundreds of years that you poured into the development of our nation's future. That's pretty incredible. We hope that as you reflect on the fact that your life's work went into making our country a better place, that you feel satisfied, and we hope that our gratitude comes through the screen to your hearts. Next up in our programming for the evening, we will have our board president who will be sharing her message with you.
Hello, it's wonderful to see you. I'm grateful for the opportunity to thank you for your many years of service in St. Vrain Valley Schools. I believe that the path to a strong future and a strong community goes directly through public education. During your time in St. Vrain Valley Schools, as part of a public school system, each and every one of you have created countless opportunities for thousands of children. These opportunities are important not only for the children's success, but also the success of our community, our state, our nation, and ultimately our world. On behalf of the Board of Education, thank you for your time and dedication to many, many children, all of your extra efforts and extra miles. We wish you nothing but the best as you embark on your next journey. Congratulations.
Thanks so much, Joey. I couldn't agree more. So we've mentioned earlier that our retirees together have hundreds of years of service. This service to our district's youth has taken on many forms. We have the entire gamut of our St. Vrain Storm watching this video tonight. We have custodians, campus supervisors, librarians, teachers, bus drivers, kitchen managers, secretaries, mechanics, technicians, principals, superintendents, and more. No matter what your service to our district looked like, you poured your life into the development of young people, and that makes you an educator. We know that your impact on our district has been considerable, but we asked you what you will take away from your time in the district. Here are some of those responses.
Family, because I feel like they are my second family.
Satisfaction. My heart is full, and I feel like every day filled my cup.
Inspiring through the leadership of the district and just fellow administrators, just bouncing ideas off of each other.
Fulfilling in many ways. All the jobs I've held taught me so much.
Growth, because I came here as an experienced principal, but I still had so much more to learn, and St. Vrain has provided me that opportunity to really grow and develop as a leader.
Proud that I had a small part in the day-to-day operations of the school district.
You know, the word I think of is fulfilling. 35 years in the district, the opportunities I've had in a district where educators, parents, community members believe that every child can learn and needs access to a high-quality curriculum. I've been very fortunate.
I will remember most the students and colleagues that inspired me. And there were a lot of them. It's those people that bring to mind my favorite memories.
My greatest memories will be teaching at Longs Peak Middle School.
Relationships I built over the 20 years I worked at Longmont Estates.
The early childhood students touring the school in their little costumes and their holiday outfits, and we had a great time with that. Working in the horticulture department over the summer while the teacher was on his 110. That was interesting.
I have so many favorite memories. Things like the cow getting her head stuck in the farm gate and the fire department calling me at home and asking me what to do, and I literally don't have an idea. Or the times the fire alarm has been set off because people burned things. Or the tomato soup, and only certain people in this district will remember tomato soup. So I'm just gonna say it like that. But just the good times, the tough times.
Whew. Also, it always comes back for me to friendships, relationships with different people, and the pride in being a member of this school district.
Being a recipient for the Eleanor Venture Travel Grant, I was able to travel to South America, to Ecuador and the Galapagos, and create travel trunks to bring back to my students.
I would say the most memories would be with my students. They just fill my heart, and I love them dearly.
Now is the part of the program where we'd like to highlight each of the retirees. Reading your names tonight will be Executive Directors of HR, Sarah James, Kate Slick, Jessica Stitz, and Ty Valentine.
Joan Allison, Administrative Assistant, Transportation, 22 years of service. My husband and I are building a new home on the Gulf side of Florida. We are looking forward to lots of camping and travel. James Asmus, Tech Ed Teacher, Career Technical Center, 32 years of service. Rachel AURAND, Music Teacher, Fall River Elementary School, 20 years of service. I will be playing professionally with the Snowmass Jazz Festival, working with adults at private venues, and trying to complete 4 biathlons by 2023. Cynthia Bennett, Preschool Para, Eagle Crest Elementary School, 12 years of service. Linda BIGAY Clark, Attendance Clerk, Indian Peaks Elementary School, 11 years of service. I look forward to spending time with my husband, who is already retired. I also will be a more active participant in my 6 grandchildren's lives. Michele Bourgeois, Counselor, Lyons Elementary School, 23 years of service. I plan to continue my part-time private therapy practice and open time reading and writing. I plan to do lots of yoga and cycling and hiking and spend more time with my granddaughters. Pamela Browning, gifted and talented teacher, Lyons Elementary School, 5 years of service. Jean Burrow, department clerk, Learning Services, 20 years of service. Maria DeCarbajal, custodian, Trail Ridge Middle School, 16 years of service. Kathy Conway, attendance clerk, Coleridge Middle School, 34 years of service. I plan to do some traveling and spending time with my family. I look forward to attending all of my grandchildren's games and events. Denise Cook, principal, CDC Old Columbine High School, 12 years of service. Crafting, gardening, yoga, travel, and playing with my granddaughter. Kelly Courtney, math teacher, Lyons Middle Senior, 17 years of service. Rhonda Crossman, Apex instructor, Apex program, 6 years of service. I plan on spending a lot of time creating and weaving in my studio. Also, some trips will hopefully be taken in the future. Enjoying more time with my grandchildren and family. Jennifer Kruger, kindergarten teacher, Blue Mountain Elementary School, 12 years of service. Deborah DEBONA, behavior coach, student services, 20 years of service. I'm going to craft, sew, and garden to my heart's content. I'm looking forward to more time with my whole family. Hortensia DeLuc, nutrition services, Frederick High School, 6 years of service. Bernard Devereaux, bus driver, transportation, 11 years of service. Kathy Digsby, first grade teacher, Centennial Elementary School and Launch Ed, 4 years of service. Mary Dwyer, fifth grade teacher, Soaring Heights PK8 and Launch Ed, 20 years of service. We just purchased a retirement home in Missoula, Montana, near our children and grandchildren. I'm looking forward to spending time with them, riding my horse more, doing a little gardening, and hopefully some traveling in the near future. Sherry Forbes, counselor, Coleridge Middle School, 43 years of service. Christy Foster, coordinator, district support, 25 years of service. Brenda Gilson, literacy teacher, Niwot Elementary School, 24 years of service. I recently took the Praxis test to get my early childhood endorsement. I will teach preschool half-time. The rest of the time, I will be spending time with my parents who live in Colorado, riding my bike, boating, baking yummy desserts, taking cooking classes, learning how to golf, reading novels that are stacked by my bedside, and many more fun activities. Marlene Gonzalez, Nutrition Services, Erie Middle School, 18 years of service. Marianne Harvey, second grade teacher, Erie Elementary School, 16 years of service. James Hecox, principal, Central Elementary School, 14 years of service. My wife and I will be moving to North Carolina over the summer. We are looking forward to relaxing, buying a reasonably priced house, doing some traveling, and having the quality time to enjoy each other's company again.
Joan Hollins, social studies teacher, Long Peak Middle School. She was in Launch Ed this year. She worked for us for 18 years. She's looking forward to the suspense of not knowing what comes next, but also spending time at their new home in the Western Slope, where she'll garden, sew, knit, and be with her family. Joan's husband, William Hollins, he also went by Kane. He's a science teacher at Niwot High School, finished his year at Launch Ed. He had 18 years of service with the school district, and he plans to travel and camp and visit the grandkids, canoe, fish, go banjo picking, songwriting, and get acquainted with the new community in the Western Slope. I hope he talks to Joan about her plans so they can coordinate. James Holtz, dramatic arts teacher at Silver Creek High School, 4 years of service. Alice Hosiani, 4th grade teacher at Erie Elementary School, 20 years of service. LOIS Hertz, ECSE teacher at Student Services for 7 years. CARRIE JACOBUCCI, Apex instructor at the Apex program for 8 years. Amy Jeanette, physical education teacher at Burlington Elementary School, 27 years of service. Leonard Johnson, the custodian at ESC, 25 years of service. Dan KLOSTER, science teacher, Silver Creek High School, 22 years of service. He plans on teaching part-time at the community college and working as a fly fishing guide. Cindy Kepsel Kelly, school secretary at Westview Middle School, 30 years of service. Terry Croning, language arts teacher, Niwot High School. He finished his tenure with us in Launch Ed. He had 17 years of service. He plans on writing more novels, increasing his running distance with his new heart, and wrangling the rambunctious bassinet hound before she eats the house.
Amy Kiesel, preschool teacher, Spark Discovery Preschool, 5 years of service.
Linda Lang, secretary for Learning Services for 18 years. Claudia LIEDTKE, she was a literacy teacher at Black Rock Elementary School with 21 years of service. Jill Littress, principal at Prairie Ridge Elementary School, 4 years of service. She's looking forward to spending more time with her husband, children, and grandchildren, and traveling to Austin and Phoenix. They'll eventually move to Texas for the sunny weather. She will continue to work directly with school administration on best practices leading to school acceleration. Mary Lockwood, bus driver for transportation for 12 years. George LOWENGUTH, bus driver, transportation, 14 years of service. Julie Lavano, media technician at Indian Peaks Elementary School, 24 years of service. NELDA LYNN, assistant kitchen manager at Aspen Ridge Charter Academy, 11 years of service. Mary Malpezzi, executive administrative assistant for the District Technology Service, 26 years of service. Karen Manning, secretary for operations and maintenance. She had 22 years of service. She's looking forward to some traveling, golfing, and volunteering. She's also hoping to pick up some old hobbies that she hasn't gotten to enjoy in recent years and develop some new ones. Eileen Maresca, instructional program consultant for student services, 30 years of service. Tracy Marshall, special education teacher for Longs Peak Middle School, 8 years of service. Victoria McCarty, elementary kitchen manager at Longmont Estates Elementary School with 30 years of service. Mark Mills, area assistant superintendent of learning services with 32 years of service. William Oliver, senior buyer for purchasing with 10 years of service. Kelly Ormacher, 5th grade teacher at Red Hawk Elementary School, 7 years of service. Kristen Parsons, 5th grade teacher at Fall River Elementary School with 30 years of service.
Christy Plaskett, 1st grade teacher, Thunder Valley K-8, 9 years of service. Retirement has given me the opportunity to explore my creative sides in art projects, interior and exterior design, and cooking. I love having the time to be in the mountains with my husband, to be with my family and friends, and to just do nothing. Sherry Porterfield, driver trainer, transportation, 36 years of service. I am looking forward to new adventures and spending more time with family and friends. Julius Pratt, science teacher, Meade High School in Launch Ed, 16 years of service. Ruben Ramirez, custodian, Coal Ridge Middle School, 18 years of service. Karen Rayner, preschool paraprofessional, Longmont Estates Elementary School, 20 years of service. Once the world opens up for travel, my husband and I will be on our way. I am really looking forward to enjoying new life experiences with both family and friends. Denise Rominger, Counselor, Lyons Middle Senior, 30 years of service. I am looking forward to spending more time with family and friends. I also plan to golf, travel, quilt, and take on new endeavors. With time, I may decide to enter the workforce again, but we'll see what opportunities arise. Timothy Sanford, Speech and Language Pathologist, Student Services, 26 years of service. Marie Schaefer, Specialized Program Para, Longmont High School, 18 years of service. Daniel Schlesinger, Social Studies Teacher, St. Vrain Online Global Academy, 15 years of service. I am planning on buying a larger sailboat and exploring the Caribbean islands. Pamela Servold, Family and Consumer Science Teacher, Meade Middle School, 20 years of service. Though I'm not sure how my next chapter will begin, it will be nice to have extra time to craft, read, play tennis and golf, and of course spend more time with my grandchildren. Christina Smedley, Foreign Language Teacher, Westview Middle School, 20 years of service. I am looking forward to traveling to new countries during my retirement. I also look forward to spending time in Mexico with my mother, who lives in San Carlos, Sonora, Mexico. There are many opportunities to volunteer in the San Carlos community. Sheila Smith, 5th grade teacher, Black Rock Elementary School in Launched, 13 years of service. Barb Steggy, Executive Administrative Assistant, Board of Education, 27 years of service. Visiting grandchildren and family, traveling in the fall, hiking and biking. Janice Steele, Custodian, Erie Elementary School, 15 years of service. The pandemic has been difficult and challenging on all of us this year. However, I was fortunate to have met my sweetheart, and we were married in October this year. We have many plans for traveling this summer and spending time with our families. Julie Steele, Counselor, Sunset Middle School, 26 years of service. I look forward to spending more time with family, especially my granddaughter. I also hope to do lots of traveling.
Susan Stephen, Apex Instructor, Apex Program, 7 years of service. I am looking forward to traveling when that opens back up again and spending time with my family and friends and my rescue dog that I just adopted. I am also excited to be doing my own painting and artwork.
Luis Torres, Lead Custodian, Meade High School, 19 years of service. Curtis Troutman, Bus Driver, Transportation, 7 years of service. Lyle Tucker, Social Studies Teacher, Niwot High School, 20 years of service. Rhonda Tucker, Social Studies Teacher, Niwot High School, 3 years of service. Peggy Voorhees Hannon, Art Teacher, Rocky Mountain Elementary School, 26 years of service. Not sure, spending time with my children, it's an open book. Linda Walker, 2nd grade teacher, Legacy Elementary School, 22 years of service. Angela Weber, Permanent Sub, Human Resources, 10 years of service. Donna West, Cash and Investment Manager, Financial Services, 15 years of service.
Linda Westerland, Registrar, Longmont High School. 27 years have gone really fast. I plan on enjoying retirement by traveling with my husband and taking care of our grandchildren.
Deborah Whitney, Special Education Teacher, Old Columbine High School, 28 years of service. Frederick Wilson, Business Teacher, Career and Technical Education, 20 years of service. My wife and I, both SVVSD employees, are moving to Washington State to start our next chapter. I plan to work with the local high school to help them establish an energy academy, and I plan to help communities install solar farms and microgrids. Randolph Winsett, Bus Driver, Transportation, 3 years of service. Eve Young, Foreign Language Teacher, Niwot High School, 22 years of service.
Children's rights activist Marian Wright Edelman said, "We must not, in trying to think about how we can make a big difference, ignore the small daily differences we can make, which over time add up to big differences that we can often cannot foresee." Thanks so much to all of you. You have made us better through making big differences in the hearts and minds of our St. Vrain students. You have truly left an impact, helped grow our district in more ways than you can imagine, and are leaving a positive legacy. We wish you happiness and well wishes into your new journey into retirement.
I'm going to take my stapler. Sorry, HR, you can come find it if you want.
Friends. Met a lot of friends along the way, and I'll take those friendships with me.
Relationships.
Lots of great memories of the central staff, community, and students, and working with fellow administrators and principals together on different projects.
Just how much I learned from the students over the years.
I think mostly it will be the people, the students, and the staff friendships that I've had along the way. It's been great.
You know, great memories and much laughter. I was fortunate enough to work with educators on a daily basis that brought humor to the job, and they saw challenges as opportunities to solve problems.
It's been really special for me to be here at Erie Elementary. This is the school that I grew up in. I was actually in this very building. And then I was so blessed to be able to get a job here at Erie Elementary, which is my old stomping ground. So that's been really special. I have a lot of really good colleagues and friends that I've made here. The children have been wonderful. I'm gonna miss all of it. It's really bittersweet to leave.
I will miss all of the people, all the relationships. I will miss talking to all of my staff on a daily basis. But, you know, I won't miss the Sunday night phone calls or texts.
I will remember the kids. This is my second home. I am proud to have been part of the SVVSD community for so long.
I'll miss my students and my friends at Longs Peak. What a great community to be in. And St. Vrain was a wonderful place to spend my career. I'm really grateful. I'll miss everybody.
I'm going to miss most of the people, the relationships I've created, and just the wonderful interactions that I've had with all groups over the past 35 years.
And it's always been an adventure and busy all the time, and I'm really going to miss everyone, all the faculty and the students and the counselors I work with, especially my peer mediators.
Wow, all the opportunities for the kids between the time my kids graduated, my last child graduated in 2004, and all the opportunities the kids have between now and then even were amazing. So just to see where it's going to head from here.
No, it's just going to be hard. It's going to really hit me next fall. There's going to be days when it's like, did I do the right thing? But I know I did. I was ready. So just the relationships you build.
That our district always seems to be so innovative, and having friends in other districts, they're always impressed with everything our district is doing.
I will miss the students and staff and the community of Central Elementary.
Very good. I will miss you too.